The first time Heidi met her grandfather, he didn't even want to let her inside. She lived alone in the Alps, cold, quiet, and distant. But Heidi, orphaned and with nowhere else to go, had no choice. That night she slept in a goat shed, alone in the storm. The next morning her grandfather handed her a ladle of goat's milk. He still said nothing, but that one gesture made Heidi feel a little less alone. 3 days passed. Slowly the old man softened. Heidi moved into the attic on a bed of hay, and to her it was perfect. "I don't want to go to the orphanage," she said. "I want to stay with you." Mountain life was simple but free. She ran through the fields with Peter the goatherd, copied marmots, and shared her lunch just to stop him from hitting the goats. Slowly she was learning kindness, not by words but by example. Her grandfather rarely spoke, but one night he placed a little wooden chair next to the table. Heidi asked, "Is this for me?" and hugged him. This time he hugged her back. But that peace didn't last. Her aunt suddenly returned and lied, "Your grandfather doesn't want you anymore." Then she sold Heidi to a wealthy family in the city, to be a companion to a girl named Clara. Clara was kind, but everything else was cold. Heidi didn't know how to read, write, or behave at fancy dinners. The strict housekeeper scolded her constantly. At night she dreamed of mountains, only to wake beneath a strange, painted ceiling. Missing home, she tried to escape. But she didn't know she had been sold. She couldn't leave freely. Even so, Clara helped her. They shared secrets, stories, and silent comfort. But one day Clara's father found Heidi sleepwalking, trying to open the front door in her dreams. The doctor said it was emotional trauma. She needed to go home or she'd get worse. Clara was very sad and decided not to see Heidi. Heidi gave the gift her grandfather gave her to Clara. The housekeeper sent her back home. She returned to the mountains, brought bread for Peter's blind grandmother, and finally ran into her grandfather's arms. She was home. Seasons passed. Heidi wrote letters to Clara. Then one day Clara came to visit. The girls ran, laughed, shared bowls of soup, and Clara even stayed in the attic. Peter, feeling jealous, pushed Clara's wheelchair off a cliff. Heidi's grandfather carried her up the mountain. There, surrounded by sky and silence, a butterfly landed on her foot. Clara reached out and suddenly stood up. She could walk again. Before leaving, Clara's grandmother gave Heidi a notebook. "Write your own story," she said. Now Heidi lives freely, running through hills, reading under trees, and writing down everything she sees. Because maybe that's what life is really about.